RealRapTv. Yeah, you were first.
Mine is better. Here's why.
Okay.
We were in the same group, so it's more personal.
Oh,
They were
that's
just
interesting.
friends.
Hit 'em up.
It's an ugly diss song. I mean, it's vicious. Tupac was banging, but my loop is better too. I mean, using that Daz, man, Brick. Oh, come on now. But if he was here, I'd still tell him.
Family and your kin and your kids and your whole life. You know what I mean? It's one-on-one, mano-a-mano.
You guys may have seen the energy behind Hit 'Em Up and the aggression and the in-your-face sort of this attitude, and that made West Side Connection say like, oh, okay, this is what we need to be doing.
That's totally false.
You don't agree with that?
That's totally false.
Mm-hmm.
We was too into what we was doing to even care what Hit 'Em Up or no other record sounded like.
I dig Ice Cube. I looked up to him. But because I looked up to him and I studied his style, mastered his shit, I know what he's doing is wrong. Shit ain't selling, so now he's going on the war shit, and he's using us as the gas. He just dropped some shit called Badass. And if you listen to it, you can see he heard Hit 'Em Up and was like, oh, that's how it's supposed to be. Why he wasn't making them Badass when I was in jail? That's what I mean, that's wrong. See, now that's wrong. And I'm not going to let that happen, because then that would make me obsolete. If I let him come back and take, you can't have this. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. Thing for Ice Cube to be talking about killing in the hood. But as soon as he was talking about anybody else dying, it was problems. And I'm not saying that Ice Cube is the Messiah, because, he's wrong for saying kill a Jew, because a Jew didn't do that shit. Let's be realistic. Just like it wasn't white people that beat me down in Oakland. It was two white cops. Two white crooked cops. That's what that was. And just like if he feels like that's one person, we have to be more realistic about our enemies. It's easy to say white folks is evil. That's easy. But then you're leading us into more of a slaughter, because we're going to find out all white folks ain't evil. And the black folks going to be dicking us. And you can't say that all black folks is inherently lazy and evil, because that's not true either. And you have to get, and I like to stand up most for black folks because we have more problems. You know what I'm saying? We have more conditioning. You don't ever hear about anybody telling you about white folks wasn't allowed into this place. Never. They never had that problem.
So you know how America is. You heard me talk about how America is. And you know how America is doing me. So why would you just, what's up? What's really going on?
Well, it's not like I've asked Ice Cube this question. I've asked.
I know, but I'm not Ice Cube. Don't ask me
this
the Ice
question.
Cube
I've asked
question.
every rapper.
Ask me.
Well, I just asked you.
Come at me different with some new shit, because I'm doing some new shit.
Well, what is it that you think I should ask you then? What kind of questions do you think should be asked you?
I don't know. Come from your heart. You know what I'm saying?
RealRapTv, what's realer? What it is, my people. Before we get into this video, man, y'all already know what it is, man. Do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, let's get straight to it. Now, we gonna get this out in the bud, because I've been seeing a lot of people with this Hit 'Em Up versus no Vaseline. And y'all already know who I'm gonna pick. Tupac, Hit 'Em Up. All hands down. Just Tupac himself, his verse, killed the whole Vaseline. Don't get me wrong, Vaseline is a classic, but it ain't messing with Hit 'Em Up. Just take the Outlaws verses out, and just Tupac verse alone is killing it. So other than that, if y'all realize, Ice Cube been taking shots at Tupac for the longest now. And I don't know, of course it's competitive. And don't get me wrong, Ice Cube is a legend. He was doing it before Tupac and Biggie. So I give it to him. But do y'all realize, as Ice Cube career, just music-wise, don't even think about the movies, every year he was getting worse. His first 3 albums were straight classics. But as you continue to listen to his album after album, his new albums, he wasn't the same no more because he was copying people. He was stealing lyrics and it just wasn't him.
Went to the studio to pick up Roll It Up, Light It Up, Smoke It Up, a Cypress Hill song for the Friday movie soundtrack.
You know, we play him the song and he likes it. He goes, yeah, that's perfect, you know. Me and Muggs ask him, hey man, you know, we got a couple of tracks from the album, you want to hear it?
We played him a song called Throw Your Set in the Air. And he was like, oh, that's banging. That shit is banging. Can I get that for the movie instead?
They're like, man, we'd love to give it to you, but you know, this is going to be the single on our album.
He said, all right, cool. So he said, can I hear it again? So we played it again for him.
We played it for him a couple of times over because he wanted it. He says, hey man, did you give Cube the song from your record for the Friday thing? Like, yeah, the Get High song, yeah, we gave that up already. Why? No, the Throw Your Set in the Air thing. I said, no, we didn't give him that. He goes, well, you know, that shit is in his chorus in his song. So we're like, nah, you're crazy. Finally I hear it, and sure enough, there it is, you know, the same. It's like some of the words are changed around, but for the most part the chorus is the same.
So that's what messed Ice Cube up in the music, and that's why he took off on the films. In reality, if you really writing your lyrics, if it's really coming from the brain, get better every year. For example, when Rick Ross first came out, he was rapping fat as hell. He ain't had no swag. You gotta fan yourself. Every year you get better. Same with Lil Wayne, he got better. Even Tupac, he got better. So it was just crazy when Ice Cube, his first 3 albums, he was going crazy, and then the 4th album, 5th album, and so on, he was just falling off because it wasn't coming from Ice Cube himself. He was taking lyrics, songs, and copying people. And
a couple lines that were the same things I used on the Temple of Boom record. And I thought to myself, wait a minute, that's my line. How the hell is it on this record? I'm like, damn, again? In my opinion, I felt like he saw my reaction, and I walked out of the room for a second to make a phone call. When I came back, the line was gone. And I was thinking, oh, wait a minute, that line ain't there no more. Okay, I know I'm not tripping. So I come back and I have a talk with these guys again, Muggs and Sen. I said, hey, I think he really did take our shit. Cube made a song called Wicked, which supposedly, you know, he stole from King's son from the Bronx.
You know that saying, whatever happened in the dark will come out in the light. That's exactly what Cube was doing. It's like he was running out of ideas. Like, and don't get me wrong, people don't understand. Making music for 10+ years is like, what else are you supposed to talk about? You talk about your life, what you've been through. Then when you get successful, you talk about the money, cars, females. After that, what is the talk about? So a lot of people will either hire a ghostwriter or just start stealing. So that's why the music business will always be for the younger crowd. That's what Ice Cube was doing. He was taking music from other people and it wasn't coming out right. It was terrible. It was horrible. As a referring to Reggie Wright, he would say Ice Cube was obsessed with Tupac and Death Row, but I'm not gonna say that. But what I will say, Ice Cube was flattered. He was interested in how Tupac was moving, how his career was going up. So with that being said, Tupac peeped it, he confronted it, and he didn't like it. And he said he's not gonna let Ice Cube do that. He said he studied Ice Cube. He loved Ice Cube. He used to listen to who didn't listen to Ice Cube? Ice Cube is a legend. I'm not taking that away. But he seen how Tupac was coming with the hit 'em up. Then he make the bow down. Why he wasn't making bow down when Tupac was locked up, and that's all he was saying. Same as Lisa Ray. Tupac discovered Lisa Ray on Toss It Up video. That was her first time being in the limelight. And then she created her resume and took off. Ice Cube peeped it. What'd he do? Put on the Players Club. The All About the Benjamins movie, when he named it Mike Epps, Reggie Wright. that was kind of funny, but it's crazy it had to do with Death Row because that was Suge Knight security. And so on, even other artists he didn't took from. And then he took Ye Ye from Tupac. That's facts. He took that from him.
Done to die for me, hey, hey. They say Drake ain't fuck with this, hey. Drake ain't fuck with this, hey, hey.
What he did was he took it from Tupac, thinking people weren't gonna peep, and he started saying Ye Ye in all his songs.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, yeah. It don't stop. Yeah, yeah.
He fake took shots at Tupac on the Poetic Justice movie, saying the role he played was a sucker move, kicking out his homeboy.
Okay, let me see it. So when I read it, I only had one problem with it, and he didn't want to change it, and so I didn't want to do it.
Can you tell us the problem, or is that something?
The problem was I didn't think me playing Tupac that I would kick my homeboy out the car for a girl I just met when we got to Oakland. I didn't think that was cool.
It's acting. Cube, like I know cool. That you wouldn't throw nobody out the car.
Cool. But it just, to me, it made the character kind of a sucker to me.
Damn.
Yeah, because he kicked his homeboy out the car for a chick he just met.
You passed up Poetic Justice, and now we look back in the rear view and we see how huge Poetic Justice is, right?
The part is still in there where he kick out his homeboy. But I wanted to love the movies I was in. You know, I was like, this part is gonna come about, and I'm gonna just hate this part.
But it's just crazy. He said that because number one, that wasn't his homeboy. Chicago was just his work associate. That was his co-worker. Now, my people, if you know a 9 to 5, you got them co-workers and work associates, hey, what's up, and y'all talk. But other than that, it is what it is. You don't have no type of relationship outside of work. So for him to say he kicked out his homeboy for a girl he just met, he wasn't describing it right. Number one, Chicago attacked the female, then attacked the girl that he liked, and he helped get him off of the girl. Point blank, period. That wasn't his homie, that was just his work associate. Then on top of that, let's go back to the Players Club. He had Junior, RealRapTv, Ebony at the party because she ain't let them run the train on him. So that was a sucker move. You see what I'm saying? So he basically saying I would hate that role if I would have did Poetic Justice because he kicked his homeboy out over a female he just met. But you don't think that was a sucker role, having Junior do that to Ebony at a party because she ain't let y'all run the train because she said no to y'all at the party? Like, come on, man, make it make sense. That's what I be talking about, like little stuff like that. Q be fronting this move, point blank, period. And of course he said no Vaseline was better than Hit 'Em Up, so, which is, I don't know, I ain't gonna even say it's crazy. That's his opinion. I mean, that's his song, so who wouldn't pick their song over any song? But me, I'm different. Right is right, wrong is wrong. If your song better than mine, then it is what it is. The only thing that kind of hit a nerve for me, when Tupac was alive, none of these people was saying how they really felt. You want to know why? Because years then went by, everybody is older, everybody got smarter, more wise, and they come out like how they really felt, but they wasn't gonna say that at the time when Tupac was alive. The same with Snoop. Now all of a sudden, I ain't like Hit 'Em Up, what he said out his mouth. But it's just crazy because at the House of Blues, when he performed it, you in the back dancing and laughing. So it's just crazy. And I get it, everybody gets older, everybody gets wise, but I don't like how people change history. You can't rewrite history. It happened. And Ice Cube, Snoop, and other people is stating their opinions, which everybody has their own opinion, but I don't like when people rewrite history and, oh no, I ain't like that and I wasn't feeling that, but you wasn't saying that when Tupac was alive. That's the only nerve and issue I have with these entertainers, with these rappers. They come on these interviews, and now 20 something, almost 30 years later, oh yeah, this how I really felt, but wasn't bumming like that when Pac was alive. And that's kind of fake to me, if you ask.
RealRapTv.